So he's really just pinstering down BSUD. Interesting to see that this is squad 19 and 20 right beside each other.
Yeah, 19 and 20 respectively here. Honestly, like, we almost had players getting knocked out while we still had players parachuting down onto the map, which is actually crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's still pretty early, but and not letting up at all. Other hand here, looking like they're just gonna back away, as well as RIP official. Of course, you want to get those really fancy kills. You might get the one, but if you lose yourself in it, like literally, it's not the greatest trade-off if you think about it.
It's not. I think they're both having the same mentality right now, which is, hey, like FaZe and Rapid both down on what, 5%, 10% health.
Yeah.
They need to get some med kits. They need to heal themselves up.
They need to heal themselves up, and this compound right here, I don't think it's going to be able to kind of sate what these players really want for the most part. So they got to just skedaddle away from the fight and then reset.
As we look to see a couple of these other teams rotating around the map right now. Eyes on the Punishers. The Punishers, one of the teams that I thought could potentially be a dark horse in this tournament, really just haven't performed thus far.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's like them just having, again, the nerves or some misplays. But for the most part, all of the fights that they had, no real success for them. They have very few amount of kills, so it just goes to show that they haven't really been that successful with the aim fights. And here in Sandhawk, if you're not going to be able to step up quickly, a team will be there on the sidelines just looking to pick you up.
You know, sometimes it's multiple factors that come into play, right? Maybe you misplay, maybe it's not your day, maybe the RNG not technically on your side. Some of these factors come together. It'll make a winner, it can also make a loser. Right now, the Punisher is just kind of on the short end of that stick. But over back on BSUD and RIP official kind of circling around each other once again. It looks like they may decide to just fully split apart here.
Yeah, fully split apart, but I think like BSUD actually has the upper hand or the advantage in this one, because you can see that RIP official is just kind of going to the trails where this their opponent is. So basically, all of the loot, the good loot, has been taken away by BSUD, which is look at RIP official. They're like struggling to get at least some decent loot to maybe fight BSUD, and BSUD winning at the edge of this corner is just saying, you know what, we know what you're thinking, and we have the advantage.
Well, it's dangerous. Nice knock there as Batman taken down by Gunda. Nice move once again. It does feel like, if you're looking at RIP as well, like you said, a lot of the loot taken up. They're trailing behind BSUD over here. It feels like you want to sneak out of this area, right?
Yeah.
Like you want to, but also everything being looted up around. This map is just not too huge.
Not too huge. And if they try to actually get away from BSUD and they spot them out, you can see that there's a huge amount of open area on the left side. So all they got to do is actually go for the fight, and they have a better chance at it. Ninja drop down immediately as BSUD is going for the attack here. They're pincering onto the side. Iron Fist is looking pretty aggressive onto the right. They're going aggressive. Rapid is down. Two members of RIP are the only ones left standing.
First aid kit getting popped off here. That heal's going to be really nice if he gets it off. Looks like he will. Iron Fist gets it off now. Batum taking on down. RIP official dropping BSUD. Trading blows here as Iron Fist moves in aggressively, taking the kill.
It was only a matter of time. They didn't really have too much from there. I mean, they did try to go for a little bit aggressiveness, but they were just trapped in that one compound warehouse wherein their opponents were just coming in from left and right. They were pincered in. It was just a very common play, but it was a very effective play coming in from BSUD.
And there's our boys, Team Firefrost, getting that fancy loot up, got themselves a drop as well. So Team Firefrost is going to be sitting pretty early on here in this round.
And I think they have this compound all to their lonesome, so they're going to have such a wonderful time just looting themselves up, and it's a really good area to actually defend themselves. So
Firefrost vest and helmet on Frost over here, so he's got to be feeling really good about that.
They're standing pretty on that area.
As you can see where our circle's going to be, a lot of teams out. See Seoul rotating in over from the east side here. There's really nobody to the south of them. So if they get an idea of exactly where the teams are, could be a potential nice rotation for Seoul where they don't have too much pressure.
That's true. The only possible hassle for them in terms of teams could be Arrow if they push a little bit more to the middle, or it could actually be also BSUD if they meet each other around Kampong. Or I pronounce it Kampong or Kampong, I'm not really sure, but anyways, that particular compound right there, Mortals I think is going to be pushing a little bit more to the center, so they might at least encounter Arrow a little bit later on, but they should have good amounts of loot Squad 14, that is going to be Dreamers.
Dreamers.
Yeah, a little bit very shaky in their side, but this care package might help them, you know, not be too shaky in this game 4.
Yeah, well, it looks like we do have a couple more knocks across the map. Immortals losing Roger as well. Experiment over here on this drop. Experiment is one player that definitely had some moments here. I think it's really important if Experiment can step up and play to that potential that we know he's capable of.
Definitely just to see him kind of pop off from this one, but it seems like we have a little bit of a tussle here against Back from Severny and Immortals. As Back from Severny, they